Lindsie Chrisley, a former cast member of Chrisley Knows Best, is distraught over selling her memories. Since ending her marriage, she has struggled throughout the past few years. She became even more estranged from her siblings once her parents were sent to prison. She is experiencing all of the emotions as a significant chapter in her life comes to an end. Lindsie Chrisley bids farewell to her previous life. Over the past few years, Lindsie Chrisley has experienced a great deal. In 2012, she eloped with Will Campbell, and the two of them welcomed a lovely kid named Jackson. Unfortunately, they had too many problems in their relationship and decided to terminate it. They concluded their divorce 9 years after they first got married. She was in a relationship with Trent Weiser, who seemed to make her happy, but it ended. Because she needs to protect herself, she is now keeping some aspects of her life more private. Being such a well-known person with a beloved child, that is probably a fantastic idea. To make matters worse, in January 2023, her parents, Todd and Julie Chrisley, were scheduled to go to prison. Before this, the family felt unified when they gathered with her sister, Savannah Chrisley. Savannah then betrayed Lindsie, accusing her of being responsible for their parents' 19-year incarceration. Lindsie found it difficult, but she has continued to work for her family and produce podcasts. She is now taking significant actions, both physically and symbolically. People reports that the 35-year-old has sold her house. On the Thursday, November 7th episode of Coffee Convos, which she co-hosts with Kaylin Lowry, a Teen Mom alum, she revealed the big news. Lindsie Chrisley said this while discussing it. "I attended my house's closing yesterday, and the song, Let That Pony Run, is one that I listened to a lot after my divorce. It resembles an old country tune. To be honest, she wasn't sure if she could enter the workplace because she thought she looked crazy. That starts as soon as I pull into the closing office. I'm crying while waiting in my car, thinking, I can't go into this closing office. For example, they will believe that I am a complete psychopath." Following her divorce in 2021, Lindsie and her son moved into this house, ending a new chapter. After closing a very difficult chapter, Lindsie Chrisley saw that house as the beginning of a new one. In this house, she talked about how she wept and lamented her divorce. She also mentioned that when I lived there, my parents were on trial. Thus, important life events centered on the house in Canton, Georgia. Fortunately, she finished reading 15 pages, signed the documents, and it was over. The melancholy was, in a sense, resolved. However, I spent yesterday with some of my closest friends here, and I do feel like a whole weight has been lifted off my shoulders. Even though she felt much better and everything went smoothly, the morning brought with it a whole new set of emotions. When I woke up this morning, it was like the reality of the situation sank in, Lindsie said, instantly overcome with melancholy at the realization that the house would never be hers again. And I ought to be overjoyed. I think, all right, so when money comes into my account, I should be ecstatic. But I feel like I'll never be able to return there now. Lindsie is confident that everything will work out and that she will overcome it. It simply needs some time. Despite being prepared for the transition, do you understand Lindsie's sadness? Please share your opinions in the comments section below.